Okie dokie. And it's good to be back. Oh my God, I look awful. I apologize. I haven't been getting a lot of sleep lately. You know, settling into the new position out here in California. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. First Cheftorious episode recording live from Soda Springs, California. Whatever these locals call it. Donner, Soda Springs, Northern, Truckee, whatever. California, in the mountains. How y'all doing out there this lovely Wednesday afternoon? I know we're a couple hours earlier than what we normally do, but you already know how I roll here at Cheftorious. When we do our interviews, we go by the chefs or, the guests. We go by the guest schedule. And, my guy Jim cooks food good out of Michigan. He's on Central Time, and, he's a very busy man. He has a very busy schedule. So we had to adjust our time today a little bit earlier to 6 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Time, which is all good with me because all we're going to do is share this man's wonderful journey, talk about his great food, and some other hilarious things because you guys will see this is a very funny man. Him and I have been online friends for a while now, and we have good conversations. We're always laughing together. All right. Jim, you're here. All right, buddy, let me get you in this video. Hold on one second. Now. Boom. All right, I'm adding you right now. Oh, hold on. Facebook this happens from time to time, Jim, when we go do our videos on Facebook. Sometimes we have a technical difficulty via Facebook most of the time. All right, I'm going to attempt to add you again. All right, it's telling me I can't add you because of technical issues. So that's got to be a Wi-Fi thing. Hold on one second, Jim. We're going to get you there. Just give it a second, brother. Yeah, thanks for everybody stopping by. I already see a few viewers. You guys are always coming through, sharing your appreciation for the food and the guests that we bring on Cheftorious. My brother Paul, how's it going, man? Good afternoon and grand day to you, my brother. One of the #1 Cheftorious supporters out there in the world. You know we appreciate you, my brother. You and your wife and your lovely family. Much love. Hey, and I know you take care of yourself. I want to say I'm proud of you, my brother. Good job on taking care of that diabetes issue. Hold on one second, Jim. I'm going to try this again. Sometimes we have to do it a couple times. And let me check my Wi-Fi, make sure I'm good. Yeah, my Wi-Fi says I'm good and strong. All right, so the notification I got, Jim, is saying this person was unable to join because of technical issues. So what I'm going to need you to do, Jim, for me, send me a request to be in the live video so I can accept your request, and then we'll have you on screen, brother Jim. No worries. We're going to get to this, y'all. And I appreciate y'all. Sometimes when we have these technical issues at the beginning of the show, y'all stick with us and y'all stay patiently waiting. So I greatly appreciate y'all. Real quick, the Cheftorious merchandise will be available very, very soon. I know you guys are anxious about that. A lot of people, I get a lot of messages and emails and text messages about when the shirts, when the aprons coming out, when the oven mitts and the pots and the pans. We working on it, baby. Cheftorious is branded. We working on it. We coming to y'all. And believe me, as soon as I have the merchandise, it will be posted and all you guys will know. Cheftorious is available for sale. So then y'all can get y'all Cheftorious gear in the kitchen and be cooking right. Be looking fly, cooking it up. You already know Chef Sean, your boy. But again, before we get back with Jim, hold on, Jim. I'm going to try to add you again. Yeah, I keep getting the same thing. Try to send me a request, Jim, to look in your bottom icons and try to send me a request. It should say when you're in the video to watch this live, it should say request to join the live. Send me the request to join the live so that way we can see if we can get you in on your end to come in. because from my end, it's just not working at the moment. But we gonna fix this. We gonna fix this, my brother. Anna, how you doing, Miss Anna out there in Houston? Mwah. Love you, girl. Houston in the building. I miss Houston. You know what? I might have to come out there and visit you. And I gotta get back to Houston. I love Houston. Just so many things to do, so much entertainment. There we go, Jim. I see your request. All right, we're gonna get you in here right now, my brother. All right, we're adding you right now. Big Jim, capital J. Cooks good, cooks food good. And also, he cooks what he wants. I love that. He has this saying, I cook what I want. And y'all know me, I love that. Don't tell me I can't mix this and I can't mix that or the third. Y'all already know how I feel. It says it's still adding you. Let's give it a second. It's a Facebook thing, Jim. It's a Facebook thing. Trust me, this has happened before. I'm sorry. I know the anticipation and it could be frustrating, but don't worry. We're going to get you here, man. We get through this every time. It takes a couple minutes, but we get through it. No worries. All right. One more time, there we go. We're going to try this again because for some reason it's still loading, saying adding you, still loading. But yeah, real quick while we waiting on these technical issues to get Mr. Jim up in here, real quick, I got some good news. You guys already know, and thank you for stopping by for Cheftorious episode 14, where we did the update interview from my super guest from episode 2, Miss Deanna Martinez out of North Carolina. She had a great update, let you guys know of all her brand new things, her new books, and everything she's been doing. Well, she has another update, and I just want to give her mad love and a big, massive shout out to all her success and her future endeavors. But my baker buddy, Miss Deanna Martinez, will now be I believe she's gonna be published, and she's gonna be writing. She has an article that she's gonna be writing. I think she said it was Reader's Digest or Digest Weekly, something. She has a big deal going on with a magazine. She's going to be writing a column in probably on a weekly or monthly basis. So, round of applause to Miss Deanna Martinez for all her success and all her hard work. It's paying off, baby. Another big shout out to Chef Neftali out of Lowell, Massachusetts. He's doing big things. First and foremost, congratulations to his newborn son. And this man has been accepted into like the American Culinary Institute, and he's got big things going on. He's got his restaurant coming soon. We got his update interview coming soon too. So no worries. We're gonna try to add you one more time again, Jim. Here we go. It's still circling. It's still circling. Facebook sucks. And just to let everybody know, believe me, Cheftorious has a plan. We're gonna be switching formats. We're gonna be going to Instagram for a while. Because of certain things with the Facebook. Y'all know how Facebook can be with its tomfoolery from time to time. Look how it is. It's been like 10 minutes and I still can't add my guy Jim. Come on, Facebook. Get it together. All right, we're trying again, Jim. It's saying it's adding, but we're not getting any addition. Yes, Paul. Big round of applause for Miss Deanna. Also, my number 2 here at Cheftorious, Chef Nate Wilson, out of Springfield, Mass. We got an update coming with him soon. But just so you guys know, he's gonna be doing some interviews coming up soon. My schedule's getting a little busier and busier on things outside of Cheftorious, so Chef Nate's gonna be helping along pretty soon. Maybe I can get some of you other Cheftorious alumni to come in and join out and help out and do some interviews as well. Still, okay, I'm gonna X this ad, Jim. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's try it one more time before I go ahead and try to start a whole new video over again. Let's try it one more time. All right. I'm trying to add you, and it's still giving me this technical issue thing. I don't know about Facebook. Send me another request, Jim. We're gonna try this again. I apologize, brother. I know you're busy. I'm sorry to take up your time. I apologize. Yeah, that's right, brother Jim. You already know we strong out here. We don't give up. We're gonna keep trying. And I don't want to keep you up. I know you got so many things to do. I know you gotta cook dinner for your family and all that. Cause Jim cooks food good. All right, let's go. Let's try it again, Jim. Check your Wi-Fi, brother. No doubt, my dude. No doubt, Jim. Look at that. Look at the positivity from brother Jim, man. That's why me and this dude been getting along for so many years online. Me and this dude didn't had too many funny back and forths, man. The comments on both our foods and that we talk to each other. He's real slick with the mouth. You gotta watch Jim. He's a good character. All right, hold on. Okay, now this is so random and weird. Now this hasn't continued to happen. This is the first time, but we're gonna get through this. It also could be my reception, even though my Wi-Fi is saying that we're golden. You know what I mean? I'm in the mountains, man. I'm 7,000 feet up in the air in California, so it could be a me thing, but we're gonna keep trying. We're gonna figure this out. How's everybody doing this Wednesday? Get your questions ready for Mr. Jim, because I'm telling you, I know y'all seen the advertisement video. Y'all know this man's food is spectacular. And you should know that because I'm telling you his food is spectacular. And I know you trust me. All right, mum's the word, Mr. Mumford. Add. It's still not letting me add you, brother. All right, so let's try this. Exit out the video and come back into the video and send a request. Let's try that. All right. I just got a message from Jim saying I'm frozen. How's the reception, everybody else? Am I in clear? Am I freezing? Can you hear me loud and clear? Reception good? Are we clear or are we fuzzing out? Oh, I think this might work. It finally went through, Jim. Mine said it sent you a request to join the video. All right, add. Yeah.
Finally.
There we go. Can you hear me, Jim?
Absolutely, man. How are you?
I'm good, my brother. How you feeling today, man? You feeling good? You got that curly hair flowing?
Absolutely, man. I feel great. I'm getting a little, I'm getting two of you right now.
You getting two of me? It's definitely the Wi-Fi. It's got to be on my end because I'm 7,000 feet up in the mountain and the Wi-Fi can be spotty at some times. But during the day, it's usually spot on during the day. It's usually golden. So this is weird. But hey, we unstoppable, baby. We gonna get this on. And it's been a long time coming for us, Mr. Jim, because you and I have been going back and forth online for a few years now. So this is a long time coming for us to get a chance to chat and talk. Oh, we lost him. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. We getting them back. Hold on 1 second. We'll get Mr. Mumford back. But anyways, Chef Nate will be doing some interviews coming up. He's got an update coming up soon. My boy Chef King out in Florida. Woo! We're gonna get an update with him soon too. So all I got to say about Chef King is that man has literally took ownership of Florida. You might as well call Florida Kingdom. Chef King Kingdom. Because that man is taking Florida over. All my other Cheftorious alumni out there, y'all been guests before, please hit me up. Keep in touch with me. Let me know about what's going on with you and your updates. Okay, we back with Jim.
Second try's a charm, right?
Second try's a charm, baby. We got this. Soldier style. We food warriors. Let's go. Hey, so why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the viewers? Let them know your name and what you do and where you're from.
Yeah, man. Well, first off, appreciate you here. Hey, I'm Jim Mumford. I am a recipe author here in Western Michigan. Run a little site that my good friend Chef has been talking very nice things about. Jim Cooks Food Good. really try to focus on healthy comfort food, try to focus on real food, food that people can eat every day, but still look forward to eating. For years, the chicken and rice gets real old when you're trying to be healthy, but also can't be nachos and steak every night either. So really trying to focus on that balance, food that real people can eat and real people can enjoy.
No doubt. I love that. Round of applause for that right there. Because we want our chefs and our cooks and the lovely people that prepare our food to actually care about what they're feeding.
Absolutely. And with so many dietary restrictions and, in COVID food restrictions, right, you had to get a little creative. And I felt like so many people got almost sad, right, that cooking became
Yeah.
a chore. And cooking should be a chore. It's a labor of love, right? I mean,
Should be
that's
party
something.
time.
Absolutely. I mean, eating food, sharing food, there's no better way to share who you are than through food. So um, that's kind of what I've tried to base on. Try to make food that everyone can enjoy regardless of who you are.
I love it. I love it, Jim. I love it. One thing I always wanted to talk to you about, I mentioned it before we got you on screen, was I haven't seen you say it much lately, but when our first few years of friendship online, I used to see it every time you posted a picture. And I think it was, I cook what I want.
You got that right, chef. Yeah, everyone, I cook what I want, because when it comes down to it, if you're not cooking what you want, and for me, what I want is to create healthy, fun food for my friends and family. If you're not cooking what you want, that's a job, that's a chore, right?
Yeah.
And that's no fun. There's no love, there's no passion. So I hashtag everything with I cook what I want, because I do cook what I want, and sometimes that's pizza, and sometimes that's a salad, but it's my choice. No one's going to dictate to me what I can and can't eat. And I feel like, a lot of blogs say certain foods are bad and certain foods are good and you can't do this. No, you eat what you want, what you can, what works for you, and that's going to be the best thing you can do.
Woo, yes, sir. You said that. Dang, that's what I'm talking about. I'm a very I'm like a freaking marching band for stuff like that. Because I can't stand. I've worked with so many different other chefs in the kitchen, and when um we're asked to prepare something, and I go off script a little bit.
Right.
Why can't we go off script? Why do we have to do the same continual thing we've been doing for hundreds and thousands of years? You know what I mean? That takes the fun out of it.
Exactly. Going off script is where the fun is, right? And you're not going off script to prepare something inferior, right? You're going off script because you think it's going to be more fun. It's going to be, you've got a better product. Just mixing it up, right? Making it interesting. And I feel that food maybe has gotten boring because we've all been forced into the certain buckets. And one of the reasons I love you, chef, is you try to break out of those buckets, and you try
Yeah.
to say, if you like doing something, if yeah, this might be the way you make a certain taco a million years. Try a different way. Might be great, might be not. But at least you tried and it was fun along the way.
Yes, yes. Oh, and I thank you for that compliment, Jim. Because well, yeah. I've had a few issues up throughout the years with my confidence in the kitchen sometimes, but you've always been one of the kind brothers right there saying, "Hey, man, no, you good. Get it together. That's awesome what you're doing right there." So I always appreciate you bigging me up and supporting me.
Oh, likewise, chef. Likewise, you're one of the first ones to support me, and this whole thing's been a great ride. It's been awesome.
Absolutely, it's been fun watching your online growth, and I do notice, and you can tell me if you agree or not. I noticed that a lot of cooks out there kind of jumped on your photo style a little bit.
Absolutely.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, I've received some criticism, and I love it, because I'm not going to spend 3 hours photo styling my dinner, right? I'm taking a picture at the table right before we say grace, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not going to be the prettiest picture, but you know what? It's real food. It hasn't been sitting for hours. There's no studio lights. This is my dinner table, and this is me. And I feel like it's a more authentic representation. And you're absolutely right, especially at the beginning. I did catch some hell. I loved it because it, above all, you have to be true to who you are, true to who your food is. And I feel like so many people are used to seeing the stunt food on Pinterest, which isn't real, not all of it, but some.
No.
And that's the bar. Well, that's not the bar. That's not real cooking. And
Right.
I almost like posting something that maybe isn't as pretty because it gives the average chef or maybe a budding cook, hey, I can do that, right? There's not some magical elevated bar I can get to. This is real food. This is real people. So I'm always going to I won't be the prettiest play on the block, but I'm okay with it because it's real, right?
It's real. And I'm glad you mentioned what you mentioned a few comments before that of it's not it kind of intimidates the upcoming cook because they're
Absolutely.
looking at some of these photos and they're like, wow, not even realizing all the production that went behind that very one photo.
Right. That 30-second hands and pans photo had 12 people and 3 chefs behind it. And then when you turn out something that's still amazing, but doesn't look the same, they get discouraged. So you're absolutely it, chef, is you got ultimately it's about sharing food and want people to try. And I feel like the culture is getting away from people trying to cook. And, people like you and I are trying to reverse that.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna get it done. We are going to get it done. The proof is in the pudding. The people love what we do. They're
Absolutely.
loving our food. We're getting the likes, we're getting the comments. Both of our pages have been growing throughout the years. So I mean, the real food is coming back. There's no way around.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. And, one thing for better or for worse, right? A lot of, food TV is starting to get a little away from competition, a little bit back to the teaching, a little bit more of the how-to. Because, the competition is very fun. Who doesn't love competition TV? But again, that's not real life, right?
Right.
And it creates a standard that's hard to get to. But you're right. I think it's coming back, but I'll never stop fighting to cook what I want and have real pictures with my family at the table and not some studio production of of some dish, right?
That's it. We don't want no actors around our food and no fake love. This is all real. We're doing it from the heart, man.
Absolutely.
So Jim, I'm curious. You do sports at all?
Huge football player. So part of what got me into food, I played football all my life. Stopped playing, kept eating like I did, and that's kind of how I went from making comfort food to healthy comfort food because had to kind of change my life around. So, food to me is a big part of transition, a big part of life that's kind of gotten me through. But yeah, it's very funny you say that because without football, I definitely wouldn't be where I am today in a lot of different ways.
Okay. Okay. Well, I appreciate that response because lately, with the whole concussion and CTE thing, you're hearing a lot of negativity about football, and parents don't want to put the kids in now and all that. But your story, that's a good outcome story from football.
Absolutely. I mean, besides the leadership and the discipline, and we could probably talk for another couple hours about the health effects of playing football, but it does teach you adversity, and it was I was eating and I got to way big of a size, and that was adversity. And without the skills I had learned playing sports, getting through that, I probably wouldn't have. And I definitely wouldn't have had maybe the courage to kind of understand where I was and pick myself up. So I love sports. I know you do too, and I think that's a big part of who we are is just learning how to grow and how to fight and how to compete, maybe with yourself, maybe with others, maybe with whatever obstacles that come up against you.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. What did football when you changed and you noticed that you had to adjust your diet?
Mhm.
What did what was the key ingredient from football that helped you realize I seriously do need to change my diet? It wasn't, and I mean like not just a noticing thing, like you just look at yourself and like, oh, I got a little too much pound. How did football really, really, the health wise, put you in there?
Yeah. I mean, anyone who's played football or any sport know that you're going to get kicked, right? Both figuratively and literally. And it's just having that determination, get up and fight another play. And I think it just gave me that grit to say, you know what, I can do this. I've done hard things before. This is going to be probably the hardest thing I've ever done. It was, but I can do it. I had the inner strength to draw back on it, and it wasn't a smooth road, but it, in football, some plays you gain yards, some you lose yards. And that's kind of how my growth story was. And just knew that there was always another day, there was always another play to keep fighting. And, if you try to be 1-0 every play, every day, ultimately you're going to get to a point where you're proud of yourself.
Okay. Yeah. Talk about strength.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I got one more question about football.
Hit me.
So now that you're this awesome kitchen magician, you're a chef, and what would you feed your favorite football team just won the Super Bowl? What are you? I'll make it more interesting. Out of all the dishes you cooked in the last 10 days,
Sure.
Which one of those dishes are you feeding your Super Bowl team for that Super Bowl party?
Oh man, that's tough. I made some buffalo chicken meatballs a couple nights ago. Paired that with some shishio peppers and grilled bread. Brother, let me tell you, there were no leftovers. But again, right, perfect thing. Tastes like it's indulgent food. You're eating ground chicken peppers, right? But
Right.
I'd serve that to anybody. That's celebration food. Hot, smoky, fun. Eat with your hands. No utensils required. That's the kind of thing that I serve to anybody. Any Super Bowl party, any victory, any barbecue. That's a go-to.
You don't need anything else with that. The way you what? Just give me my champagne and give me those meat. Oh my God, that sounds really
Absolutely.
good.
Hey,
Gee,
Chef,
okay.
you've always got it. You get it. You get me.
We're gonna have a conversation after this video, and I need that recipe, bro. I want to try that out.
Absolutely. Happy to share.
So, how was it growing up in Michigan for you, man?
It was good. So I've lived all around the Midwest. Started in Indiana, did my time in Chicago, high-paced job, and finally moved back towards family in Michigan. Really interesting growing up here because I have an Italian background. So on one hand, traditional old world Italian food. On the other hand, it's good old-fashioned Midwestern meat and potatoes. And the one thing those two cuisines have in common is they're heavy, right? Perfect for when you're playing football, but not exactly known for beach fare. So,
Yeah.
great growing up here. Learned a lot of values and learned a lot about food. It was just taking that food that I grew up on and learning how to lighten it up and bringing in other cuisines. Bringing in Asian cuisines, bringing in perhaps Hispanic cuisines, things that are known to be a little bit lighter, and doing some fusion things, which I've caught hell for. I'll be honest for trying to put unusual ingredients in tacos. I've had people come at me, but fact of the matter is, a tortilla is no different than any other flatbread or pita or anything else. So it just kind of it gave me a good background of what food can be. It was just fun when I sprinkled in, and living in Chicago certainly helped bring in other cultures and doing kind of like a pseudo world fusion of food, even though I didn't even mean to do it. That's just kind of almost how it turned out to be.
Right. I fall into stuff like that too, Jim. Accidentally dripping into such a successful plate and just shocking the heck out of yourself.
Absolutely. And you always, if you call a dish something authentic, right? I won't name names, but I made an al pastor taco, which I know isn't authentic. I'm from Indiana, right?
Yeah.
But I thought it was good, and I talked about lighting it up. And man, the hell I caught in those comments that this isn't authentic, whatever. And finally, I encouraged one of the people to go make it. Go make it. And you tell me if you don't finish the whole thing. And to his credit, he made it and say he loved it. He said I need to call it something else, but it was good food. So yeah, it's always fun to kind of experiment and get other cultures and other ingredients in where they don't belong. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't.
Right. And all we can do is what? Move on.
Absolutely. Even the worst meal you make, you still made it with your own hands, and it's still it's still a good thing, and a good thing you did.
Yeah, absolutely. One of your items that I love when you post it, I love looking at it, and personally, I gotta try one of yours one day. Your pizzas, dude. Where did you learn how to make such good pizzas? Because the descriptions and the photos of your pizzas are ridiculously amazing. Like I
First
really
off,
seriously think you could
thank you.
create your own pizza shop just off your pizza menu that you have on Instagram?
So it's so funny you say that. So I've been working for the past year on a regional pizza cookbook, right? Every town has their own type of pizza, and I've been trying to capture those outside Detroit style, Chicago style, Manhattan, get to those regional ones. Um, I grew up again with the Italian background, so I grew up in and around pizza. I mean, I don't know, there aren't too many linemen that can't put away a pizza by themselves. Uh, but my other background is I'm a chemical engineer, and a lot of
Oh,
pizza science is chemical engineering. Is the 5 ingredients, but how you process them, the heat, the texture, everything. So kind of using my two hats to put together pizza was kind of the perfect outcome. And what better cheat day food is there than pizza? Let's be honest. So
yeah.
a lot of trial and error. I bet I've made close to 1,000 pizzas in the past year in some way, just testing recipes and trying. Um, but pizza is one of those things that, don't get me wrong, support your local pizzeria. But if anyone who goes to those fast food places, you can do that at home. You can do it for cheaper. You can do it for better. And just trying to educate and share that there's no magic behind making pizza. If you have a pan, some dough, some other ingredients, you can do that. And again, kind of taking back the food from the restaurants, from the chains, especially, right, that mass produce food into our own hands. It's something that I love to do. I think pizza is a really good place to start.
Mm-hmm. Solid, brother. Solid, solid. I'm following you on this peach train wherever you're taking it. That's
And you
all I know is I'm following.
listen, first copy of my cookbook, you're going to get signed. Signed and delivered. I promise
Woo!
that.
My brother. Mad love and respect, Jim. Mad love and respect. So now we're gonna get a little personal.
Let's do it.
I need to hear from you. What does the woman of the house think of her man's food?
I hope she likes it. She hasn't said anything about it. I mean, granted, no, you know what? She loves it. And part of the fun is, we do cook together. And even with, I have two small girls, 4 and 1, and the 4-year-old loves to cook with us too. And, she loves it. I'll cook, she cleans. I think that's a good situation for
That's
everyone
fair.
involved. And, she's the baker of the house. So that's
Okay.
also a good balance. And she'll bake something every week. But no, she loves it. And let's be honest, if she doesn't like something, she tells me. She is my taste tester. And fortunately, I did get COVID, over a year ago, couldn't taste for a while. So,
Oh,
she
snap.
was my, so try this, try that. And,
Yeah.
she's my biggest supporter. And in my cookbook that was released and will be re-released, I put, to Gloria, my wife, my biggest cheerleader, my taste tester, because, a lot of what I do, I couldn't do without her. And I really, really appreciate the support she gives me to do this little journey I'm on. And yeah, she does get some pizza along the way, so I don't feel too bad about it. But
you don't want to be in the doghouse for that. What was her name? Gloria?
Gloria, you got it.
Gloria. Big ups to Gloria, Jim's
Absolutely.
wife. She's keeping our guy in sharp mode all the time.
All
Gotta
the time.
appreciate a good woman. That's lovely. Speaking of good woman, could you give us a story, maybe of a mother or your grandmother, and
Absolutely.
how they helped you along your cooking path?
Absolutely. So, my grandmother on my mom's side, she's Sicilian. And she was as Italian as you can imagine. Imagine an Italian grandmother, that was her. And several years ago, unfortunately, she had passed, but she did write down a lot of her recipes, which is, a godsend, especially those old world Italian dishes. The hard part and the funny part about the recipes is the measurements were all wrong. Because she's used a palmful of this, a sprinkle of that, and everything written down was wrong. So, I've been trying over the years to recreate a lot of her dishes, and
Yeah.
try to back engineer what I remember that tasting like. But again, I've said family is so important, and family recipes and cooking with love. That's really what it's all about. You get that as much as anybody. So it's been really fun trying to recreate some of those dishes that I grew up with and change them a little bit too. We'd have polenta all the time, good Italian. Well, I've kind of changed that with shrimp and grits, right? Kind of put those together and kind of made an Italian Southern dish. And, that's one of my signature dishes. And that's based 100% on a dish that I had growing up.
And I will attest to that, folks. Jim's shrimp and grits is something it ain't nothing to sneeze at. Yeah. Look, when I'm looking at photos online of food, like, you can tell. I'm sorry, you can tell if that tastes good or not. You
Absolutely.
can tell. And when I seen your shrimp and grits, which, like you said, that I know that's one of your go-to dishes. You posted it a few times. I love it. It better and better every time. I know that tastes like heaven in the bowl, baby. And I thought I made good shrimp and grits, but no, I think you got something.
I appreciate that, Chef. I do, and not Southern. They don't taste like Southern shrimp and grits, but I love it, and I appreciate you saying so, because that dish is, again, a healthy comfort food staple.
Right.
It's a little bit of all my background, so I really appreciate you saying that, because that's me in a dish right there.
No doubt, brother. No doubt. So, what do you do outside of the kitchen? What are some of your favorite hobbies you do other than cook?
Boy, well, I said I have two small kids, so that's number one. Number two, huge sports fan, as we've mentioned. Love to cook, love to spend time, explore Michigan, explore the trails, and really, I love to meet awesome people like you. I mean, that's kind of why I started this whole thing, is to meet other chefs and other artisans and other true passionate creators, and swap stories like we're doing now. I mean, nothing's better than talking food with someone who I respect so much. So.
Oh, thank you, man. And it goes right back to you, brother. I got a lot of love and respect for you, and I couldn't wait to get you on so I could hear more about you, and so some of the Cheftorious fans can know your story. And believe me, after this, you're gonna have some of these fans that they're gonna be following you and keeping in touch with your journey, because our fans at Cheftorious, they are very good for support and very good of asking questions. Once these people see your food, they're gonna be messaging you, hey, that shrimp and grits, man, I need that. Chef was right, I need that. But yeah, I'm glad you're on. Another thing I always wanted to know about Jim. Always wanted to know about Jim. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food in front of me. I think my favorite food is my grandmother's lasagna, right? That's my white whale. It's the one thing I've never been able to make like she did. But that reminds me of childhood, right? No better comfort food than lasagna. And bad day, good day, doesn't matter. That's one I'll pull out, and I think partially because that's a labor of love, right? You don't make lasagna in 10 minutes. That takes hours and hours. So
you got to correct that. You got to correct.
Yeah. Absolutely. The best ones take a day to make. So absolutely lasagna, because, it reminds me of where I grew up, and it takes a long time to make, which means I get to spend a lot of time cooking.
Woo. All right. All right. Are you into politics at all?
Heck no, I'm not.
Good, because this question is going to be great. I'm going to go a little different with this one. All right. We always want to, we're very proud men, and we definitely want our dishes to come across with the love and the respect and appreciation we have for food. We want it to come across on our plates. But I also cannot stand the politician. So let's just say a newly elected governor to Michigan, he's having his inaugurational ball.
Sure.
Would you put your pride aside for that particular night to serve up a dish that might not be up to your standards? Maybe like forcibly giving some constipation. Maybe forcibly giving, some of that blue ink and make the urine blue when they go pee after they eat. Would you do something like that just to poke at the politician?
No, you know what? I don't think I would. As much fun as I think that would be, for the simple reasons, your food's your signature, and if we don't have integrity, we don't have anything. So, would I do it to one of my friends? Absolutely, and that sounds hilarious. I hope I can get some of that blue ink. You can tell me who your guy is after this, but I really think our food is kind of, for artists like you and I, it's your signature, it's your canvas. So,
Yeah.
if we don't sign the bottom necessarily of each one, but no, it would be tempting though, man. There's some politicians that I'd love to give that blue ink to, so to speak.
Yeah. Let me tell you, it's the weirdest thing ever. Um, this was 2007, very
Mhm.
long time ago. We have an employee Christmas party. Oh, boom, boom, everybody take this, everybody take some juice. I forget what they said. This lady said she made some mixed drinks and she does it all the time. And so I'm a new employee here. I had just moved to Florida and I'm a new employee at this place. So I'm not realizing everybody in the room is on me about it. Oh yeah, you're gonna love it. She does this every year. It's great. She even sells them. It's wonderful. So I'm like, yeah, of course I want some. Let me get. Say, oh, this freaking good. This is delicious. Come on, I gotta use the bathroom. In that bathroom,
Oh no.
I'm talking about probably a blood-curdling Freddy Krueger, Jason meets Michael Myers scream because imagine you that's pride and joy, men. That's our pride and joy. Now
Absolutely.
imagine you see blue come out. What in the heck is going on? Listen, I lost all my marbles that night. I'm freaking out. I open up the bathroom door. The whole party's standing out there, rolling, dying,
Oh,
laughing
I'm
at me.
sure.
Dying, laughing. It took 2 days.
2 days.
It took 2 days to pee that stuff out.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was wicked. Never got to apply that joke to any one of my buddies or anything like that. But now that we're talking about it, this is something that I got to do. I
Yeah,
got to get somebody else. We got to get somebody
absolutely. Yeah, you got to keep that in your back pocket.
Yeah. You got any pets, Jim?
Yeah, we have one cat. When we moved in together, I was allergic, and my wife had cats. We compromised, and we, kept the cat. Um, so no, one cat. Absolutely love. Again, I love a big family. I love pets. I love it all. So yeah, the more the merrier. And as the kids get older, I'm sure there'll be more additions and more puppies and all the like. You know how that goes.
All right, all right. What color is your cat?
He's white. He's a massive male cat, kind of a jerk, just how I like him.
you know, tell me if this is true or not. I mean, I don't know if you know it, but I've always heard that cats would like suffocate babies or something like
No, I mean our cat's great with the kids, and I don't know. I think every cat's just a little bit of a jerk, so you just
that.
gotta know
Yeah.
it. No, our cat, we're very good with these best friends with the little one, which is kind of odd to see two beings the same size, roll and tumble on the ground. But no, it's good, and we lived in Chicago with the cat where you can't exactly have a big dog, but like I said, I'm sure not. We live in spacious Michigan. I'm sure there's more along the way. I know it.
All right. You get outdoors at all in Michigan?
Absolutely. That's kind of the fun of being in Michigan is all the trails, all the little lakes, all the little everything. Um, fun to go on hikes, and we're very close to Lake Michigan, so
Okay.
always beach day. Now that the weather's somewhat nice, it's that's the fun of living out here, right?
So on one of your hikes, let's say you run into Sasquatch on one of your hikes.
Sure.
What's in your backpack to get Sasquatch off of you?
In my backpack, get Sasquatch off me. Boy, you know what? I don't even know. I'd probably just try to give him the old tackle like I would a rushing D end, and go from there. Right? I'll use the best tools I got right here, and if
You got
if
that good hand move down? You got the good hand
absolutely,
swipe?
absolutely, bull rush him down and go from there. I think.
Okay, okay. So are we a Detroit Lions fan?
Boy, no, I'm actually a Green Bay Packers fan. Grew up in South Bend, where Notre Dame is obviously, and a lot of Packer fans there. So no, but I don't mind the Lions. They're not hurting anybody for several seasons to come. So
No.
it's kind of hard to root against them.
Okay, so tell me this. Is like the whole state of Michigan burning Matt Stafford jerseys everywhere now that he's won the Super Bowl?
No, I think people are just happy he got his. If I'm being honest, You know,
He deserves it.
he did, and he put up with a lot of mediocrity here for a while. So I think people are just happy that that he got his shot. I don't see too much animosity towards him because you really can't blame him, right? He
Right.
went and helped. He went and helped out the West Coast get another one. So
What would you think that organizational wise? Because I see it as an organization problem with the Lions. What do you think
yeah,
they need to change?
boy, that's a great question. I think the leadership, top to bottom, is better than it has been. The problem is that you guys start hitting on draft picks and you guys start hitting big.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think they're as far away as people think. I think their skill set and offense is very good. And I think the way they drafted this past year, getting the local kids, I think they're going to be a lot better than people realize. Maybe the problem is you're still in a tough division with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Whatever you might think of Justin Fields, and Minnesota always puts up a 10-7 team. So I think they are close. What I think they need to do is just next year open up the piggy bank, get those splash free agents, and go from a 6-win team to a 10-win team, and hopefully make some waves.
That sounds good. That's a good reply there. That's a good one. And I hope. Listen, I'll send this on Twitter to the Detroit Lions page because they need to listen to that. They need to do all those things you said. They need to do all that.
Now, that's also coming from a Packer fan, so I'm not really sure how much they'll listen to me, but that's fine.
I'm not even sure we want this video to get out anywhere else in Michigan.
Probably not.
I don't want to have to worry about you when you step outside the house, Jim.
No, it'll be fine. No one, there's not too much animosity between the Lions. They know where they are. Let's just put it
They know who they are. Right, yeah, they know who they are. So I have a lot of viewers, single mothers, right?
Sure.
A lot of single mothers with a few kids running around the house. And time to time I'll get a message asking about what's a quick meal I can do. I just got out of work. I'm so tired. Can I do something in 30 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Now I give my advice when I can. I give my help when I can. Is there something that you could give those particular viewers, those women out there who's watching, a nice easy meal that you do that's comforting and healthy at the same time that may be kid friendly?
Yeah, absolutely. And the answer is fried rice. So, we had this last night. I always have my freezer rice, cauliflower, frozen brown rice. And from there, you can put in whatever you want, whatever veggies, whatever leftover protein. It doesn't have dairy, it doesn't have gluten, right? It could be vegetarian or vegan very easily, depending on your household. And, you could throw in, the soy sauce and other ingredients or things, I normally have. And, I had some leftover barbecue chicken, peppers, and onions. Great. That just became fried rice. You can have it with the frozen, which don't knock the frozen, right? A lot of times that's better, and I'm not going to spend the time rice and cauliflower. So, you can get that on the table in 15 minutes. You can use leftovers or whatever you got, and kids love it. What kid doesn't love fried rice, and you can put an egg on it or whatever you want. That's my first answer. The second answer is probably a little more chefy, and that's to make an egg frittata, which I'll do like for brunch. Because again, right, whatever protein, whatever veggies, whatever cheese you have, mix it up with 8 eggs, bake it, and you're done.
And you're done.
And let's face it, toast and frittata for dinner, that's not terrible, especially if you're tight on time.
And it's cost efficient.
Absolutely. Which, especially nowadays when I go to the grocery store and everything costs twice what it did when I remember shopping a couple of years ago, you gotta repurpose that food, and you can't let a scrap go to waste.
Man, listen, I'm not even talking about the grocery store, because we could talk about hours for that. I am so irate with the grocery stores right now. Mm-hmm. But I just put in my Cisco order yesterday, right? I didn't need much. I got a total of 6 boxes, Jim. 6 boxes coming to me tomorrow on my truck.
Mm-hmm.
A box of grilled chicken, box of broccoli, box of pepper jack cheese, 2 boxes of spoons and forks, and I think I got a box of butter. $830.
It's unreal. And you know what? I bet in a couple months it's even more than that. So it's so hard. And I understand supply chains, and I understand how we got there. But you're absolutely right. I mean, you're not talking filet mignon and truffles. You're talking chicken and broccoli, man.
This is out of
It's
control.
unreal. It
It's out
is.
of control. Something got to happen. Something got to be done. All right, Jim, thanks for all the insight. Cause now I feel like I know you even more.
Absolutely. This is a blast, man. I appreciate you having me on. You know I'm one of your biggest fans, so this has been great.
And vice versa, my brother. You know we're gonna do this again because as soon as I start, at the next time when I see something big happen in your life, we're doing an update interview.
Let's do it. Can't wait.
Why don't you go ahead, tell the viewers where they can find you on Instagram, your Facebook page. When we're done with the video, go ahead and type the link to your Facebook page at the bottom of the comments too, sir.
Let's do it. Yep. So Jim Cooks Food Good. I'm on Instagram. I'm on World Wide Web. I'm on Facebook. Jim_Cooks at Twitter. And look forward to interacting with everyone, all the wonderful Cheftorious fans, and really appreciate you talking with me today. This has been great.
Hey, thank you for your time, Jim. Thank you for sharing your wonderful story. We didn't touch everything, so I can't wait till we get to part 2, touch on some more. Hey, y'all get out there and you follow my guy, Jim. He's a top-notch guy, straightforward guy. And come on, he's Italian. He's Italian. Just go follow him. Just do it. Your Nona would want you to. Thank you, Jim. Much love and respect to you. Big ups to Gloria. Big ups to your daughters. Big ups to your cat. You keep cooking that good food, Jim. I love you, my brother. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, Chef. You have a good one, man.
All right, baby. Peace out. Cheftorious, episode 15 with Jim Cooks Food Good. Peace.